Hey everyone, today I want to show you how to make a niddy noddy out of PVC pipe. This is a 2-yard one, but you can make it in different sizes if you want, and I'll tell you how to do that. These are really great to have. You can buy these if you want. I have one here. This is my other one. This one's from Crochet. That's made out of wood, and it's really great, but this one is a little bit more customizable and also waterproof, so that's nice to have as well. And also, it's very inexpensive. I bought all of these materials for less than $5, not including the saw that you use to cut the pieces, but so it's super inexpensive. As a disclaimer, if you are underage, do not attempt this. We will be using, a handsaw to cut, and so you need to get a parent or someone older to do this for you. All right, let's go ahead and get started. To make the niddy noddy, you'll need the following. Obviously, you're going to need the PVC pipe. This is 1/2 inch diameter, so a 1/2 inch diameter, and it's 5 foot in length. It's got stuff on it that means things to plumbers, but not to me. So it's just the 1/2 inch diameter. You can get this in, I'm assuming, pretty much every plumbing store in the United States. I bought this at Lowe's actually. Then you're going to need 2 of these tees. These are the slip variety. They have some that have threading in them, so like they screw on, but you want the ones that are smooth on the inside. I mean, there is a little catch right there, so like it can't go in any further than that, but you can see there it's smooth. So you need 2 of those, and then 4 of these caps. The caps are really, I would say they're optional, but I like them for winding on so that way things don't slip off as easy. These are also the slip kind versus the threaded. And these are all 1/2 inch pieces. So these are 1/2 inch, these are 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. You want to make sure that you get, ones that are all going to fit together. Then you are going to need some kind of measuring instrument. I'm just using a ruler. You can use a tape measure, whatever you happen to have. Something to mark it with. I've just got a Sharpie, and then something to cut your pipe with. I just have this saw, so that's what's going to happen. Now, I will say this, if you, depending on the store that you buy your materials in, they may actually go ahead and cut it for you, or sometimes they'll have a self-serve cutting station where you can cut it yourself and like you can measure it there and everything. If that is an option for you, please go ahead and do it. It'll just save you a step when you get home, and really this is super simple, so if you can even save some more steps, might as well, right? All right, so let me show you how to make this niddy noddy. We're going to be making a 2-yard niddy noddy today, but you can most certainly make a different length niddy noddy if you want. It's really simple to do. You just basically adjust the middle section. For us, we're going to have an 18-inch section. If you want a smaller one, you would make it smaller. A longer one, you'd make it longer. Just to make that easy for you guys, I'm going to go ahead and actually put up a title screen with the measurements that you're going to need to cut out, and I'm going to do that right here. So there you saw the different lengths that you would need to cut if you want to adjust the size of your niddy noddy. So I'm going to be talking about the 2-yard version, but if you are making a different size, just kind of replace what I'm saying with what you want. All right, so basically you will need 4, to make the 2-yard, you're going to need 4 6-inch lengths. That's the arms. And then you're going to need an 18-inch length. This is really simple. I'm going to show you how to do it on camera just so that way you can see it. But honestly, it's pretty easy. So you will just go ahead and, I'm trying to do this. There we go. This ruler is clear, so it kind of helps. But You just want to go ahead and line it up, and then you're going to mark 6 inches. I'm going to go ahead and just mark the 12 as well. And then just keep sliding it down. And for the arms and things, I mean, it doesn't have to be exact, but you will want it to be as close as you can, otherwise it might look a little wonky. Okay, and then for the longer length, in this case it's going to be 18 inches. I'm not using a tape measure, so I can only go up to 12 inches. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut these 4 little pieces, and then I'll just measure out the other and cut that. I don't want to accidentally cut when I don't want to. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, just because it's going to be really, really loud. But I am just going to use the saw. It's got a little protective thing over the blades. I'm just going to use the saw, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we have all of our pieces cut. At this point, if you have any rough edges that you want smoothed down, go ahead and sand them. I don't really think it's absolutely necessary, but you know, if you're worried about maybe, you know, kind of it catching on your yarn or anything like that, then please, by all means, go ahead and sand it down. Just regular, average sandpaper should do a good job on it. So now it's time to assemble. So you're going to take your T pieces, and so you can see there's the top of the T and then the bottom of the T. In each of these two, on the top of it, we're going to use the smaller pieces. So you just slide it in there until it won't go anymore. Doesn't really matter which side you use, but there you go. So we've got 2 like that. And then we're going to do the same for this side. Okay, so now you have 2. It's kind of hard to get them in. There we go. It's kind of hard to get them into the camera frame, but there you go. So you've got both of those. And then what we're going to do, you could go ahead and put the caps on the ends if you want, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. They just slide on. Push in as far as you can go without, you know, hurting yourself. And when you actually use it, you probably are going to want to take one of these off to help slip the yarn off if you wind on there a little tighter. But yeah, if you wanted to make this permanent, you could glue everything together, but it's very tight. Like, I mean, I can get it off there, but if I don't put very much pressure on there, it's not going anywhere. So, all right, so now we have those pieces, and then we just have the middle piece. And the middle piece is obviously going to go into the last spaces we've got here. Then I'm going to pull the camera back so you can actually see what I'm going to show you. Okay, so I pulled the camera back so you could see. It basically just looks like an I or an H from this angle, but an I. And in order to make it an actual workable Niddy Noddy, you just have to add a 90-degree twist to one of the ends. I'm going to set the camera down and show you how to do that. Okay, so all you have to do is literally just twist. And it makes a little bit of a noise. So you have one piece that's this way and one piece that's this way. And I'll take the camera back out so you can see. Okay, so I put it down here on the floor so you could see it a little better. The white on white was a little hard to see with the table and everything. But when it is usable, you should have one side, like when it's in a usable position, you should have one side that would lay flat on the table or floor, and then the other side will stand straight up. It's a really great tool to have, and it doesn't cost very much to make it all. If you want to do this, you can buy the more expensive ones if you want, but this one works just as well, and it's waterproof. So it's nice to have. You know, if you spin, if you make yarn, this is kind of, I mean, it's almost a, and I guess you could do it without it, but it'd be very difficult, or at least a lot more difficult to deal with if you don't have something to help you wind, wind it into something that's easier to manage and more easily measurable. But also if even if you just have yarn, like let's say you go to a yarn shop and they caked the yarn for you, but you're not going to use it right away. Well, they say, and I don't really know who they are, but there's someone, they say like it's not really great to keep your yarn in a cake format because it sort of puts tension on it. So you can use something like this to wind it back into a hank. So it, is just, I guess, has less tension on it, and therefore it's supposed to retain its elasticity and all of that good stuff. So it's just really nice to have. If you're interested in seeing how to actually use a Niddy Noddy, like if you don't know, I have a video up for that, and you can take a look at it. I will put a link in the description bar, and I'm pretty sure I can put one here up in the upper right hand corner too, so you can check it out if you want. Alrighty, I will see you guys next time. Bye!